Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review, and this is a pen from Leonardo. Now, this pen is on loan to me from John at stjohnspens.com, so I would like to thank John for the loan of this pen for review. The pen will be going straight back to John afterwards, so I think let's open the box and take a look. So you'll see here it is a Leonardo, as you can see from the underside of that top part of the box, and it is a very beautiful Leonardo, and this is in the Omas acrylic, and this is called the Omas olive green acrylic. So I think let's take the pen out of the box and we'll take a look at the pen in a little bit more detail. So this is the pen, and it is a very beautiful Leonardo. A little bit different here because Leonardos normally have a pointed cap to them, and this one does not. And I think, let me just show you. I've got another one here, so you can see the difference there that you would normally see on a Leonardo pen. So this one is a little bit different, but you'll see here it does say Leonardo number 3 of 7. So that is a very limited edition run of a pen for sure. So this was a bespoke pen that was made, I believe, in a set of 7. It has a 14 karat gold medium nib there. It's a number 8 size nib. It has a very, very large feed. So I think this one probably will be quite wet. It's also a piston filling mechanism as well. Can you post the cap? Yes, you can do so. It does post quite deeply and securely. But the size in my hand is actually quite a good size. In terms of the actual shape, though, of the pen, as you can see, it is a flat top here. So it tapers into that flat top and then tapers out to essentially what would be a cap band, but there's no cap band here. But it is almost a seamless transition from the cap to the body, and then it tapers back down to the piston knob here in this beautiful Omas olive green acrylic. It does, because of that seamless transition, have a little bit of a step. I typically don't mind steps like this. I typically find that it doesn't bother me, but I know some people aren't quite liking steps to their pens. Like if I was to hold it up a bit higher, then yes, I'm definitely going to feel that step, but this is actually quite a large section for me, so in terms of length, so it doesn't bother me in any way. But this is quite a beautiful acrylic there that you can see. Very, very chatoyant. You can see all that chatoyance just coming through there when I rotate that pen. Very, very, very beautiful. So this is an oversized pen for Leonardo, and very similar in size to the Mosaico, and likewise and I can actually show you here. I've got a Mosaico here, and I've also got a Memento Zero Grande. So the Mosaico is actually bigger than the Grande. And you can see that this olive green Leonardo here is about the same size to the point here of the cap finial. So, and in terms of girth, maybe it's slightly wider, I would say. But this is a large pen. It's not a small pen in any stretch. So if you like large pens, and you can see this in my hand here, and then you can see it posted as well, this is a large pen for sure. and that nib is a massive nib. It really looks gorgeous with that feed as well. So I think with that, we'll do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, this is probably going to be one of the easier pens because it's got flat tops to actually measure. So this is, I say easy, it's actually starting to move there. This is about 150 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we are looking about 67 millimeters in length. And then what we'll do is we'll take the cap off and we'll see if we can measure the body there. And the body, we are looking to the tip of the nib or tip of the tines. We're looking at 140 millimeters. So this is an oversized pen for sure. I think with that, let's do a weight check. Now this is a piston filling pen. So the weight uninked, we are looking at just over 31 grams in weight. The weight of the cap is actually very light at just over 9 grams in weight. And I'm going to try and stop this rolling. It's just over 22 grams in weight. So even though this is a large pen, it is quite a light pen for sure. So it does feel as though it's got with the cap as well, it does feel as though it's got a little bit of heft to it, but it's not that weighty compared to some pens that could be 50, 60 grams in weight, sometimes even a lot more, maybe double that, and maybe 90 grams or 100, 120 grams in weight. But you can see that this material is really quite stunning. Absolutely. I do like this material. It is an old Omas acrylic that they used to use. Very beautiful, and I think this looks brilliant in a pen. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Cross Peerless 125 in the platinum, a Cross Peerless 125 in the titanium, a Cross Peerless 125 in the quartz blue. We have an Esterbrook SD Oversize, and this is the Gold Rush Prospector. We have a Leonardo and Officina Italiana, and this is a bespoke pen made of the Omas olive green acrylic with a medium nib. We have a Leonardo Momento Zero Mediterraneo, a Leonardo Momento Zero Grande in the sand. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the wild. We have a Wild Eversharp Decoband Oversize, and we have another Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the black and gold Lucians. So I think let's now go and do a writing sample. So this is the Leonardo, and it's the Omas olive green, and it's a bespoke limited edition. And it's got a medium, and it's a 14 karat gold nib. And this is a Jowo nib. The ink in here today, I was going to try an olive green ink, but I don't have many of those. And to be honest, I would much prefer just a regular green ink, to be honest. So this is Diamine, and it's Meadow. Now, I think in terms of line variation, I think we can see that this is a Western medium. Now, you can push that and get almost a broad out of it, but I wouldn't really want to push that too much because it is a 14 karat gold nib. So these are not really designed to be flex nibs, but you can get a little bit of line variation out of them. Now, in terms of ink or nib wetness, let's have a look. Yeah, this is quite a wet nib. So you can see there that this really, really is a fire hose of a nib. And I have to say that is a beautiful writing nib, tuned out of the box. And I typically do prefer my nibs to be fire hose, or it definitely extremely wet, if not fire hose. And this is definitely a fire hose nib. What do I like? What do I not like about this pen? Well, I love this Omas olive green acrylic. I'm not normally a fan of olive green colour, but this really does speak to me. Beautiful, beautiful acrylic here, and I'm actually quite amazed at the quality of this acrylic. The pen itself is a limited edition run of 7. This is number 3, so it is an extremely limited edition run. It is a piston filling pen as well. It's not a cartridge converter, so there's a lot of pluses there. Sometimes a negative could be that it's not a cartridge converter for some, or the pen is a little bit too large. But for me, I really do like this pen. So I'd like to thank John at stjohnspens.com for loaning me the pen for review. If you want to check out John, you can check him out at stjohnspens.com, or you can check him out at stjohnspens on Instagram. This pen will be going back to John, so I'd like to thank him for the loan of this pen for review. If you want to check out this pen and other pens, then do go and check him out at stjohnspens.com. So there you have it. That's my review of the Leonardo Omas Olive Green in the bespoke limited edition run of 7 pens. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye-bye.